Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I'm going to talk about getting diagnosed with MS and the journey of me getting sick. So my journey of my health problems in this case started in the summer of 2012 when I broke up with my abusive ex-girlfriend. She was upset with me for not answering her phone calls, so she decided to break into my apartment by pushing the air conditioner in the window. The air conditioner unit landed on my head from about a 1-foot drop or so. It did not knock me unconscious. She tried to jump in the window. I managed to fight her off. Then I went to bed. I woke up with my whole right side numb. After that, I had a lot of issues with numbness, and I was unable to walk. I ended up being homeless for several months because I worked in real estate and I could not work as a real estate agent, unable to walk. And so, you don't really tend to sell apartments when you're unable to walk. And then I ended up moving back home with my parents, who were gracious enough to let me live with them again. I refused to go to the doctor at first. I was very traumatized from everything that happened, and I was finding it very difficult to cope with everything, and I did not want to go to the doctor. 2015 rolled around, and I started dating a guy that I met online who went to Berkeley as well. And we dated for 7 months total. The last several months were extremely abusive. He beat me multiple times. And the last time was when he hit me several times to the point that I lost my vision for several seconds. And then he knockout punched me and completely knocked me out cold. I will go more in depth into that story some other time. So after that day, after he knocked me unconscious, my symptoms got really, really, really bad. And I would feel like I was on fire. I felt like I was being electrocuted. I felt like I was being stabbed. I felt like needles were being put in me. I felt like I was being poked or pinched. I would get weird burping sensations. I completely lost bladder control, and I have had to wear a diaper since he knocked me unconscious because my bladder control is that bad. And that's been very embarrassing emotionally, very difficult to deal with. I have had my hair falling out. I have very bad dandruff, which is could be related to the stress or the MS. I have excruciating headaches. I am sensitive to the heat and the cold. I've always been allergic to cold air and had asthma attacks from it. However, now I have seizures if I go into very bad heat or very bad cold, and I shake uncontrollably and I lose control of my limbs. So I have to be very careful every time I open a door to the outside world and have to check the temperature and dress very according to what the temperature is. Otherwise, I have very bad consequences. So my life has become much more complicated than it ever was. I have fevers a lot of the time. I'm extremely fatigued a lot. Overall, it's just been very challenging to just do normal daily activities, feed myself, shower, brush my teeth. Simply, I have a seat in my shower now because I can't stand in the shower because I've fallen, and I have to sit in chairs while I'm cooking. Which makes it just difficult overall. Just every daily task is immensely difficult. I would stay awake at night and I would feel like I'm just being stabbed and electrocuted and poked and pinched, and these crazy headaches, and I just could not sleep. And the less that I slept, the worse that I felt, yet I couldn't sleep because of how bad I felt. And so I ended up getting so bad over Christmas that my parents were very concerned, and they took me to the ER. I have no insurance right now, so we're working on now getting me disability and stuff. And some of the medical stuff has been paid for by the domestic violence of Pennsylvania, because it was domestic violence related brain trauma. It's been really heavy, and it's been really difficult to deal with emotionally and physically and process everything. Now the medication I'm on has kind of quieted down the symptoms quite a bit and helped me so that I can function a bit better. I'm still playing around with medication and figuring out what works for me and makes me functional, but also takes away the symptoms enough. And I'd like to live in as little pain as possible after the excruciating levels of pain that I've had to live through in the last year. And some days I would just cry from the pain, and I'm a person that I'm a person that got tattoos, and I was on my phone just talking to people, and I stabbed myself, and I used to cut myself, and I had a heart attack from overdosing, and I've experienced severe physical pain. And this is unlike anything that I've ever experienced, like literally feeling like I'm being stabbed. Comparing that to a literal stab wound and feeling that over and over, I only stabbed myself once. I literally feeling that over and over again all night for months and months on end, for over a year on end, it really screws with your mind and your ability to function mentally and physically. And it's been like I'm trapped in a broken body. And I look forward to feeling more free and not hiding this secret. This video isn't about feeling sorry for me. Please don't feel sorry for me. I'm so grateful for everything that I learned. And I feel like I've grown so much through these experiences. I was very angry at first, and I can go more in depth into all of that later. I definitely wasn't always grateful for it. I was very angry and upset at first, and I've just gotten to a place where I see that I can turn it around into something good, and I can take these terrible things that have happened in my life and I can transform them into something else beautiful and transformative for myself and for other people. And I feel that the act of sharing our stories with each other and creating a community with each other is just this beautiful thing that can come out of adversity. And I think that when you go through things like this, you get to see who you really are. You get to see how strong you really are. You get to see what you're really made of. And, you know, and how you really are as a human being. So I think that it's a really amazing opportunity for me to grow and learn a lot in life and learn about managing my health on such a macro moment-to-moment level. Even a simple decision like drinking water or not drinking water. I will get very sick if I get dehydrated, and I also, if I do drink water, can have bladder issues. So no matter which decision I make, I will have some sort of difficulty with it. So it's just about managing all of that, and it's very tiring and difficult at times. So I want to be more relaxed with myself and not always try to produce this super high quality content that I want to produce, because it's just me. I do everything, and I need to give myself some slack. And I might not be in my career where I wish I was, but I'm exactly in a good, I feel like I'm in a good place now, and I can do some good with the things that I've experienced. And I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to connecting with you over these things. And if I hadn't gone through these things, then I wouldn't be able to connect with you guys that have also gone through these things. So hopefully me talking about it can help you feel free to talk about it too. or at least just feel like you're not alone, because you know that I'm dealing with these things too, and just doing my best with them every day. Some days are better than others, and I know on my bad days that the bad days won't last, and I know on my good days the good days won't last, because it's a never-ending roller coaster, and some days are worse than others, and it is what it is. And all I can do is wake up every morning and meditate and center myself and start myself from a centered place and try my best to stay there for the rest of the day. And I'm getting a lot better at that, even though I'm going through all of this crazy stuff. So I'm so proud of myself for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a beautiful day filled with endless wonder and beauty. Bye!